and welcome to Get a Grip with me, Angela Scanlon.
And me, Vicky Patterson.
This is the podcast where we get loud about the realities of womanhood.
And basically dive headfirst in the chaos of life.
So if you're sick of being told to pipe down or calm down, or dare I say it,
get a grip, then you're exactly where you need to be.
Yes, you are. Grab a drink, pull up a chair, and let's get into it.
I'm angry.
Always. What now?
So, honestly, this little break in my cycle where I get to be normal is just getting shorter and fucking shorter. So I would like to preface anything I'm about to say by that. But yeah, Erkan went out on Saturday night, mate. Saturday afternoon, actually.
You want to get a good run at it when it's sunny.
Yeah, well, that was clearly his mindset. So he went out at about 2:00 in the afternoon. Bear in mind, I'd been in the gym in the morning, we'd walked the dogs, I had tidied the house, then I went to work.
Oh, I see. Now, babe, I don't want to stop you before you've even started trotting, but you're setting a scene for Saint and Sinner right here.
Fair enough, right? But
She's in the gym.
Let me finish before you have his back, because I'm guessing the tides will turn.
Okay.
So he goes out, which I've got no problem with. I love a good tear up as much as the next person, right? So he's out for the football. I don't know who was playing. He doesn't, I think it was Arsenal. He doesn't.
London forever. Whatever the weather.
Brilliant. Are you an Arsenal fan yourself? No, great.
But I have been quite intoxicated by the whole thing.
I mean, it's exciting. Stuff like that I find cute to be easy to get carried away with. Yeah. Anyway, he doesn't support Arsenal. He hates them.
Who does he support?
Chelsea. He was going to root against them, which I myself just feel incredibly problematic. Anyway, so he's checking in regularly throughout the night. I'm coming back from work and I'm just babe, have a good time. You do you. 12:00, I'm getting into bed. And I got a message, I'm coming home, babe. And I was like, no, about that, darling, absolutely fine. I woke up at 8:30 the next morning, Sunday morning, to find him just skulking round the bottom of my bed. Creeping round.
Was he clothed or unclothed?
Clothed.
Thankfully.
His little gym kit.
Okay. Oh, so he had the intentions.
No, babe. It was just whatever he grabbed when he came in his state. And he just looked so dishevelled. He looked like a little raccoon at the bottom of my bed.
And his hair, I bet, is
white.
Feral when it's not brushed.
Oh, and it was just it was honestly such a sight for sore eyes. So I was like, you all right, babe? And he was like, I haven't really slept very well. And I was like, oh, tossing and turning all night because you had a drink, one of them. And he's like, yeah. And just wandered out the room, right? It was all so bizarre. And
but also you're thinking, keep wandering.
Yeah, fuck right out of here, mate. I don't need this. I'm in a good mood. Checks me phone, because obviously I'd just gone to sleep at 12:00. 5 a.m. 5 a.m. there was a message from him. I'm so sorry, babe. I'm coming home now. I swear, blah, blah, blah. Followed by a flurry of messages from the rest of his pals being like, Vic, we're so sorry. Don't be mad at Erkan. We made him stay out, blah, blah, blah. So apparently it was 6 a.m. before he got home. And listen, I'm not one of those women who's you can't have a life, chain you to the dishwasher. I don't know what you do with men these days. But I'm not one of them. What bothers us is that we had this lovely day planned on Sunday, mate. We're going to a foodie festival. We're taking the dogs. His dad and his brother were there with that ice cream van that does doggy ice cream.
Oh, listen.
Babe, it was going to be lovely. It is now Tuesday, 3 days after the fact. And when I left the house for work this morning, he was still just lying in bed complaining of a bad headache. It is the fact that he just wastes so many days afterwards, makes it everyone's problem, is miserable, moany and fucking about as much use as a chocolate bastard watch that really winds us up.
Do you know what? I don't know if you're going to like this.
I don't think I am.
But do you know who you sound like?
Go on. Is it your ma?
It's worse.
Is it my ma?
No.
Is it anyone's ma?
Stephen Bartlett.
I do not sound like Stephen Bartlett.
So good old Stevie, our old pal, was chatting shit about people going out and having drinks. Him specifically. He had a glass of wine and threw him over the edge for 3 days. His productivity went down. His whoop was hollering at him. He was crying in his fucking soup because he didn't have enough chicken breasts, presumably. And he said that wine is the root of all evil and that you just can't waste your days. And you've a bang at the Bartlett off you right now.
How fucking dare you? How dare you compare my husband going missing for the best part
The
of it?
poor fella's trying to let
12
his
hours.
big hair down. Do you know what I mean? He's trying to let
wild bush.
the bouffant down. And you're just killing his vibe, sitting there judging him, talking about, like, the way to entice a man home is not with doggy ice cream.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot I was in the 1950s. Should I have put on my chemise? Should I have waited for him with a freshly baked tray of brownies?
Yeah,
Honestly,
like
he's lucky I
something
didn't
like that.
shove him in the fucking oven when he got home. Do not compare Stephen Bartlett fucking whinging over a glass of wine to my husband going missing for a fucking
I do
weekend.
think there's something in it though. Like, okay, I think 3 days, Erkan, you're taking the piss, right?
Thank you.
But I do think we've become so obsessed with actually not letting rip that it's really important to
Let our hair
sometimes
down.
let your hair down, like, and actually take the handbrake off, go hell for leather, all of the things. I'm going to do it this weekend.
Oh, so it was all this just
Justify my
Just
own
setting
means.
up.
I'm going to be lurking around the bed.
that is all I need is you and him creeping around the bottom of my bed. I'll have a fucking breakdown. But no, I have been mad for 3 days about it.
Oh, you need to let that go, hon.
Full of a white hot rage that has consumed my
babe.
soul. And like, listen, if he had the time to do it, it would be fine. But we had things to be doing, babe. Lovely things planned. And he ruined it
It
all.
is annoying when the plans are ruined.
I was fuming.
Do you know what I mean?
Fuming.
Well, have you ever tapped out of plans because you've been a little bit brittle on the other end of a good day?
No.
Never.
Excuse me, did you see me on Loose Women? Like, I'll pull myself and gun regardless.
See, this is very millennial. Is he a different generation to you?
No, but I definitely... So he's millennial.
I
but
love that you let that one slide.
He's millennial, but I do think he is... Like, I think he's cuspy.
He's cuspy.
He's cuspy,
There's a
Gen
bang
Z.
of the cusp off him.
There's a bit of a like, well, I don't want to, so I won't.
Oh my God.
And I'm a bit like, get up before I murder you in your sleep.
Yeah.
If that trait has experience, it's made us really comfortable with murdering.
Oh my God. But I do think that is very millennial to be like, babes, you stay all right. Like, even if you are circling the end of the bed like a wild raccoon,
Yeah.
you put your bloody trousers on, you get out to work.
Pop your lippy on, do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Come back home and cry after.
100%. Or cry in the toilets privately.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I used to fall
wherever.
asleep and cry. I used to fall asleep and cry in the toilet. Like, and then you get back out and get on them tills.
That's it. You do it, babe. I just used to chin a Red Bull and go.
Honestly, it's better than you chinning him.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
You know?
So I'm hoping by the time we get home tonight, he has pulled himself together because the last text.
So
I got was just
here's
so
the
pathetic.
thing, right? Are we looking for, because I think this is the key, is when there's somebody has done wrong. A, does he know he's done wrong, or are you just killing his vibe? If he does know he's done wrong, does he know that an apology is what is required from him in order for you to move on with your life?
I don't know what he's thinking, Ange. He's a fully grown man.
Yeah.
He should definitely know that I'm sorry I fucked the day on Sunday and I'm sorry I've been a bit useless is what this situation calls for.
Okay. An apology.
Just a little, I'm sorry.
Like a public apology, do you think?
What do you mean, like on the news?
No, Instagram.
No.
Instagram story would do for me.
No, I would just, literally him just being like, I'm sorry I've been a bit crap over the last couple of days when I come home from work night.
So he's just saying, oh my God, I'm so, like, my head's sore, instead of, I'm sorry, I've been a useless dead weight for 3 days.
Exactly that.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So a bit of ownership, bit of responsibility.
Just a bit of accountability and contrition. That's all I want.
Okay.
Don't think it's so much to ask. I felt
Yeah.
like a fucking single mom who works 2 jobs and loves her kids and never stops for the last 3 days.
But an apology never feels as good when it's forced, does it?
Exactly. I want it
Yeah.
to come organically and it's not.
Organic. I find they don't come that often.
No, not from men. Silly, hairy little prick.
How are you at organic apologies?
So good.
Are you? I
So
actually
good.
kind of got that from you.
Good. Because there's nothing wrong with saying sorry. We all make mistakes, learn from it, grow. And
Yeah.
also, like, I just think it's really,
Rupture and repair.
it's self-aware. And that is so attractive and endearing.
Agreed.
So I don't mind that. Oh, I'm so sorry I'm late, or that I didn't handle that well, or sorry I was in a bad mood that day. Like, it's just
You
accountability.
actually are very good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is like allergic to it.
Yeah.
And sometimes when he really winds me up, I says, who raised you to think you don't have to apologise?
Oh,
I know.
princess.
Ulgan gets brought into it.
Oh,
And I fucking love Ulgan, but I'm like,
no.
does she not make you apologise?
Oh.
Bastard. Anyway, he's had enough airtime because I still hate him. Let's move on to something infinitely
Well,
more
I'm
fun.
going to Ireland. I'm going to Ireland on Thursday.
So this is when you're going to let your hair down.
I am. It's like the fresh air hits me nose and away we go.
But then when I go home, something happens to me as well.
It is. It's like safety. You can just fall into
And you become who
reality.
you were.
Yeah, I love it.
Like before you left and before like life became so fast and stressful and you had so many responsibilities.
and grown up. Whereas I'm like, cool. Yeah, like obviously I've got to get 2 children home as well. I'm not going on a girls' weekend, but it's Roy's parents' 50th wedding anniversary.
Congratulations. What they're called?
I don't know why I like to keep people's names back.
Don't
because
say then. Let's cut
It makes
that.
me feel like I protect them.
What
somehow.
are they called?
The Horgans.
Okay. Congratulations to the Horgans.
Yay.
50 years.
It's a
naming
good old
feast.
innings, isn't it?
What's the secret to a healthy and happy long marriage? Because I could fucking do with knowing that.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah.
I think cheese. They make cheese.
Yeah.
Fine.
And yeah,
That
and there's always cheese in the house. And I think it's a good way to go.
That would keep me happy.
To be honest, yeah. Erkan, if you're listening, it's not that difficult.
Just say I'm
get
sorry.
an El slab of brie in.
Say I'm sorry and get us some Wensleydale.
Honestly.
I'd be a happy bunny.
But I really am looking forward to doing I was going to say doing nothing. I might actually attempt to do a little bit of sightseeing.
This sounds fabulous.
Yeah.
And you're taking the kids. It's a big family affair.
Big family affair.
Lovely.
Yeah. So I'm actually really looking forward to it. I think it's going to lash rain. There's a marquee situation. There's a full celebration. There will be speeches, and I love nothing more than speeches. And
love
I'm
a
not
speech.
saying that jokingly. I
love
love to hear the insides of somebody's head spill out into public.
I
Oh,
always
it's
get
lush.
really emotional when people do speeches at these
So
things.
do I. But it's really important.
Yeah.
To market.
So next week you are going to be wearing your hangover hat.
There's a potential that I will be. Yeah. But I had a big old week at work.
Uh-huh.
I've done a couple of this mornings. I did Radio 2 this week. So I'm like, do you know what? The handbrake's coming off this weekend.
Yeah. And you know, somewhat contradictory
Go
to how I have chastised my husband, but I do feel like you deserve to let your hair down, babe.
Thank you.
So go on, have a one for me.
Okay, I'll have one. What's your flavour these days? Blue Wicked?
Blue Wicked, mate.
Still on the Blue Wicked?
She's a creature of habit.
Oh,
I
listen.
fucking love a Blue Wicked or a Smirnoff Ice.
Still.
Oh, yeah.
You can take the girl out of...
Wall's End.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, before we delve into some juicy gear.
Good goss.
4 weeks to go until we swing our bras around the stage. Honestly, cannot wait. To the gagglers who are already coming, who are you bringing? What are you wearing? Send us a message if you have a ticket and if you're celebrating anything. Oh my God, we're going to give shout out.
I was just going to say.
Give you a shout out down there. Carolyn's in with her granny. What are you celebrating, love? Oh my God, I can't wait for the live shout outs.
It's going to be good, babe.
That's cute.
I feel like we could. I would love it if there's a hen do. I will absolutely.
Oh, there's bound to be a hen do.
I will
Would you go
lose
to
my mind.
Sheffield for a hen do?
Well, you might go, like, do you know how some people have a couple? Like, I had my big hen do in Mykonos,
Okay.
but then I also had one at, like, the Mamma Mia show at the O2.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, this could be, like, just a small one, group of girls doing a local.
Nice.
I feel like it could be good. If we've got a hen do, I will die.
Love it.
If you haven't already got your ticket, don't panic because there are some left, but you must hurry. So it's a Cross Wires Festival on the 3rd of July. It's a Friday at the Sheffield Memorial Hall. Show starts at 6 p.m. Plenty time for
It's
pre-drinks.
a great time.
Lovely little slot. Tickets are on sale now and the link is in the show description and on our social bios.
Come, bring your bras and fling them at the stage. I want to feel like Tom Jones. It's what I've been waiting all my life for.
I'd let him wear me like a hat.
I know you would. We've been there before, babe.
Still. He's
Always.
held up well, Ange.
He has.
Held up well.
He's holding up well.
Holding
Do you
up
know
well.
who's also holding up well?
Oh,
Kylie.
is she not, mate? Do you watch the doc?
I did.
Right.
I
obsessed.
watched all 3 episodes of the documentary.
Let's get into it after the break then.
Welcome back.
What in the world's been going on? Who's in the right? Who's in the wrong? Since last Thursday.
What have I missed?
Take it away, Ange.
What in the world has been going on? I was trying to be Kylie just there. Did it
Why,
work?
yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Very sweet voice she has.
Beautiful voice.
But also hits them high notes like an absolute mofo. I never even knew she had it in her.
All that criticism about her not being able to sing was completely unwarranted, I believe.
Absolute horse twaddle.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
So what did you think?
Do you know what? I have so many
Thoughts? Yeah, fair. It was a good watch.
It was a great
Great
watch because I
watch.
thought, oh, they're dragging the arse out of this out now. 3 hours. Sometimes I think like one hit wonder, possibly two. 3, you're pushing it, but no.
Because she's lived a life, mate. That's
oh my God, she's lived multiple lives.
Yeah. And as well, and I'm sure you agree because we're about the same age, a lot of her previous life and work, I was relatively unfamiliar with. Like, obviously, you go to a family party, you're going to hear the locomotion, you're going to hear Better the Devil You Know, all that sort of thing. But I wasn't there for the conception of those things.
Mm-hmm.
To me, Kylie was introduced to me with Spinning Around.
The gold hot pants, the pert little butt.
Oh God, the little chic bob.
And kind of disco. It was full unbridled.
Disco Kylie. Yeah. That was my generation. So to hear like her earlier days and how she got started and stuff was very interesting.
Yeah, because there was a full life before that. That was like a reinvention or a coming home to herself almost, which I thought was just beautifully done. Like, I couldn't believe that Neighbours was such a massive thing. So when she started singing, she already had an audience of, wait for it, the wedding when she, Kylie, married Jason Donovan, as Charlene and Scott. 20 million viewers in the UK watch, which was a third of the UK population. Bear in mind, the show was on in the middle of the day. So people were calling in sick. They were skipping out of work. They were stopping. Buses stopped in Oxford Circus to let people watch in like the windows of shops. It was wild. So she then came over here as an unknown in Pete Waterman's eyes. Yeah. Unknown.
Well, I mean, he's comparing her to Rick Astley, the biggest star in the world.
Exactly. But she hadn't, singing was her first love. She had kind of fallen into acting, but really wanted to sing and wasn't that confident in her voice. Anyway, he did a little song with her that nearly didn't happen. They had 30 minutes to record it. She nearly like missed her plane back to Sydney where she needed to be on set like 7 hours from now, which doesn't make sense, you know, timing wise, but like whatever. She's flying backwards in time, something like that. And they recorded I Should Be So Lucky, and he played it on his radio show afterwards. He didn't know who Kylie Minogue was, as in Charlene. And he said the switchboard blew up. She then flew over for Top of the Pops, and the rest, as they say, is history. And then she had this bubblegum era where, you know, you allude to everyone kind of taking the piss out of her voice, it not being big enough and not being strong enough, her not being interesting enough or having enough depth. She was, by the way, 19. Yeah. So she was a kid and like very, you know, sweet and joyful. And she still is. There's like, you know, a steeliness to her, but there's a kind of beautiful joy to everything she brings, that kind of feels intoxicating in how naive almost it is, or hopeful. But I think it meant that she was underestimated. Yes. A lot and written off and called, I mean, scathing reviews of her music, calling her a singing budgie.
She was, they said she was boring. They said like she couldn't sing. She was the singing budgie. Like, do you know what I mean? All these things. You're so right. It was cruel.
Yeah.
Ange.
It was savage. It was savage. And then she had like success after success after success. And then she thought, oh, hang on, I don't really want to be doing this bubblegum pop anymore.
She grew up, mate.
She grew up. She'd met Michael Hutchins. They were kind of, you know, deeply in love. And I think she saw him being an artist with agency
and credibility
and creative input and all of those things. And she was like, oh, hang on, maybe I can have a bit of that for me. And I think...
But I could see why that would be appealing.
Of course.
She was so produced and contrived. And I said, like, when you grow up, you do change and evolve and essentially have a rebrand. And that was all it was. But the public didn't like that either.
They really didn't. Too raunchy, too indie, too sexy, too kind of nothing. It would like absolutely flopped. But some of the kind of criticism that was leveled at her was just like, get back in your little box that we all, by the way, hated you in.
Yeah.
But like,
you criticised when you did that.
Yeah. And then it was Nick Cave who kind of,
yes.
And I love him.
I was unfamiliar with his work, but he has won himself another fan after the doc.
Oh my God. So I've seen him at the O2. Like, he's an incredible artist. But as he said, he was like in an indie band. No one gave a shit. He was like, I always felt quite drawn to her. She had mass appeal. We had credibility, but no one knew who the hell we were or cared. And he thought he had this harebrained idea of bringing her into this murderous album that he had written. And he said when she first performed, she was kind of performing the role of Kylie. And then he said, yeah, get rid of all the
showmanship,
voice tricks and all that stuff and just like deadpan it almost. And he said he just remembers this like, just being so staggered by her performance and her ability to perform. And that just changed the game for her. And then he was like, hon, none of us are indie by choice. Yeah. We pretend to be, but he basically made her realize that populist and her mass appeal and her ability to like bring joy to the masses was actually not something to be ashamed of, but was something for her to lean into. And she suddenly was like, oh, maybe I want to like come back around to myself. And it was just like a beautiful kind of kindred spirits who were worlds apart in many ways, but like gorgeous guidance of this kind of vulnerable but madly charismatic little puppet.
I feel like there was so much joy throughout the documentary. Like, bearing in mind, I'm 2.5 episodes in, so I haven't yet got to our being really poorly.
Yeah, okay.
Which I imagine is going to be quite grim and gritty.
I mean, the privacy invasion is savage at that point.
It won't surprise us. But like, I felt so joy-filled watching it, but I also felt incredibly frustrated at a lot of points. Like, you know, touching on what you've already said there about how she just couldn't win, could she, Ange? When she was young and innocent and naive and allowing herself to be curated and, you know, directed and all the rest of it.
And a great girl.
And a good girl, like someone you could bring home to her parents. Like, they couldn't, like, she was boring. She was all these things. And then when she tried to grow up and be something different and all the rest of it, she was criticised then. And that felt really sad because this idea of women never being able to get it right, like, you very much, you want it to be ancient history, or you want it to be something that's just coming up now. It's constant.
Yeah.
The fact that women are always criticised, no matter what they are doing, I just feel like it's such a shame. And it made it abundantly clear to me when watching this documentary that we haven't moved on.
Yeah.
We haven't got any better, because it's not ancient history at all. Like, look at our pop stars, you know, Taylor Swift, she dates too much. Sabrina Carpenter, she's too raunchy.
Lola Young.
Chapel Rowan doesn't act the way we want a pop star to act. Lola Young doesn't look how we want a pop star to look. And I just think the chokehold that the patriarchy has within, like, is it ever going to let women have autonomy over who they want to be or how they want to be seen or how they present themselves? And I feel like Kylie's bravery and our resistance and our refusal to let her career die, to let herself be shamed, to let herself be embarrassed, I think it was admirable. But I also think there was something really depressing about how we've not got any further forward. And that our pop stars, our young women, our women in general are still having to fight.
Yeah, that it takes some serious grit and timing and a bit of luck and all of the things to constantly reinvent and push back against the ideas of what you're supposed to be in any given moment, defined by some who. That's the thing, who.
Yeah. Who are these people who are making the rules and who are criticising and who are judging? Like, who and what qualifications, what right have they got to tell her she was not a good singer or, you know, boring or too raunchy? Like, why is her body and her sound and her talent your business?
But I think ultimately, I mean, what I got out of it actually in the end was this kind of like that, because it is defiance, but it's defiance supported by, because she's obviously like gay icon. And, you know, she was asked about that. It's like, why do you think, you know, they've responded? And this is before she went full disco. And she's like, I think it's because they hammered me so hard in the beginning. I was like such an easy target for people to take the piss out of. And she said, she feels that a lot of that community felt like they had suffered in similar ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then she just went fucking full disco. She's like, lads, we're going to enjoy ourselves. Let's go. And I think for me, the takeout was, when she stops trying to bend and fit and conform to suit the ever-changing opinions of an ever-changing group of people who you'll never please, that actually when she kind of came home to herself, when she turned up at the Grammys being like, Pop is alive,
Pop is back.
And it is like, there was a bit of it that you're like, oh, that's kind of cringe. But she's so embodied and unapologetic, and she came back as a showgirl long before Taylor was doing it. And there was just something I think that we can take away from that 110%. When you fully back yourself and reveal yourself, I suppose, that nobody can take that from you.
Yeah. It's really, there's a really lovely message in there, and you're so right. And it's something like, obviously as she got older, she really found confidence in herself, you know, and she was able to be unapologetically herself, no matter what anyone thought or said or anything. And that liberation she must have felt helped her just go from strength to strength. When she finally owned exactly who she was and exactly who she wanted to be, and wasn't trying to
dialed that up rather than
shrink for all these people's opinions of what she should be. When she dialed it up, mate, she was unstoppable. And maybe that's the message. Like, be who you want to be unapologetic. Don't let anyone tell you anything else. You are lovely and great and talented and capable as you are.
Totally. And also, do not underestimate a smiling woman.
Oh,
she's a bad bitch. And
I thought you were going to say a pair of gold hot pants, because I was going to agree
that too. But like the creativity, all the thought that went into that. But I think she was underestimated because she was
a smiling, soft woman.
Yeah. And actually, she was a bad bitch. And we kind of think of Madonna because of her edge and her kind of how outspoken she was. But I just took away that, like, Kylie has protected her image so beautifully, but that there's a steeliness that we can all, you know, lean into.
Strength can sometimes be silent. And I think that's what she has in spades.
Yeah.
And I am, I think, probably going to save the last ep because I'm premenstrual again.
Save it. No, do you know what? Let
just have a good
floodgates
cry.
open.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I want to do it the next time.
And it's also, I didn't find it upsetting. I was like, yes, beautiful image of like a woman having multiple lives with pain. And there was, you know, she was very candid about not having children and that being a deep desire of hers that she, never realized. And I think it's beautiful, actually, really? The whole thing. So, yeah.
Well, listen, I always loved Kylie, but I feel like after watching this, I am a fan of hers for 1,000,001 different more reasons.
Newfound respect for me. I think I actually was guilty of underestimating her.
Well, of course, because she's been positioned as a pop princess, but in fact,
which we then kind of diminish.
Yeah, but in fact, she is a survivor.
Yeah,
she is full of like resilience and strength and
she's
conviction.
A bad bitch.
She's a fucking weapon. I love her.
Another weapon that I'd love to give a little bit of time to is CMAT.
Well, is this
different flavour, but the same
thing, mate?
Yeah, it really is.
Can women get it right?
CMAT, if you're living under a rock.
Why is she CMAT?
Oh, her name is Ciara Mary Alice Thompson, also known as CMAT.
She's one of your lot.
30-year-old down the road, Dunboyne. Yeah. And she's a redser, and she played Radio 1's Big Weekend. Mm-hmm. She performed.
By the way, I do love her. Do the butcher.
She's
a baker.
Fantastic.
Unreal.
Also, Ivor Novello she just won.
So she's talented.
Missed out on the Grammys, right? Just literally pipped to the post in the Grammys, but she's big time, and she has global, I think, resonance. She was second only to Olivia Dean. Olivia Dean was headlining Radio 1. CMAT was just before her. People love her.
Yeah.
They put up a video of her. She likes her style, okay? And whether it's your style or not, she's got a very distinct image that has been curated and well thought out.
But style is subjective. Like, everyone doesn't have to approve.
Yeah, it's literally the fucking point.
Yeah.
Anyway, she basically went... clips were shared on Radio 1's socials. of all of the artists over the weekend. And then Radio 1 had to turn off the comments on the CMAT post specifically because there was so much vile comments directed towards her body.
Honestly.
Her appearance, her body, her style, her everything.
Burn them all alive. I just can't with this culture. I can't. And how did she react to that?
Well, she's previously deleted social media apps, she has said, to protect her mental health, but she went back on to respond because she said she felt compelled to respond to these, to the messages. And she said, she posted on Insta and said it's like with deep sadness after seeing comments about her appearance rather than her music, which must be so upsetting. The central point was that she's not trying to make a statement by existing in her body. She's simply living her life and making music. She also wrote, take a sexy picture of me. She very much owns this. She's like, her music is kind of already biting back at this narrative. Take a sexy picture of me, which is a huge hit for her, was inspired by online scrutiny of women's bodies, you know? So she, and she came out saying, it's so boring that a gorgeous genius like me has to be bothered with all you humdrum dickheads complaining about my fabulous casing.
Whatever they've got in the water over there, Ange, like you need to bottle it and fucking bring it back here because Nicola McLaughlin.
Nicola Coughlan.
Coughlan, that's it. Nicola Coughlan from Bridgerton did something similar where there was loads of discourse around her body.
When she was doing sex scenes in Bridgerton.
Yeah, and
she was
and everyone's going, oh, she's so brave. She's so brave. And she was like, why is it brave for me to get my perfect breath?
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking say it again for the people at the back, babe. Mm-hmm. Because who invented this idea of what a perfect body has to look like and what we all have to conform to? And heaven forbid if we just want to look the way the way our bodies want to look and perform and exist and be something slightly different to everything else that's supposedly the norm. I feel like these women fighting back is so powerful, but the reaction to me is still just so upsetting.
And you know what?
And archaic,
but also that idea of like fighting back, okay? Because I think it's what we say and then what we do or how we respond to that, right? Because it feels like we're begging for authentic people, for authentic women. Everyone looks the same. We want authenticity.
And then what happens when we get it?
Until we see authenticity. And then we're like, get back in your little line up there so we can interchange you all and shut you up.
But it's that quote, isn't it? Like, everybody wants you to love yourself.
Until you do.
Until you actually do.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry, I am not crying this week.
No.
Fuck off.
You need a little bonnet. You need a little ruffled bonnet.
My ma used to love me in a bonnet.
I did?
Yeah, she used to love
And did you have the head for it?
Are you joking?
Joking?
I
was a bonny wee lass.
I won the Bonnie Baby competition.
Sure.
You know I've got a wicked head. You know I've got a lovely head. I think you can tell by looking at people if they've got a nice head.
Okay, how would you say my head was?
I think it's a nice little. I think it's pale, but I think it's lovely.
It's pale but lovely. It's been called worse, to be fair.
No, I do think look at your face shape. Of course, it's going to be lovely.
Because when you say head, I think of the back of it.
I'm thinking of all of your head, and I can tell it's lovely.
Well, looks can be deceiving because I've got a little flat patch right on my crown that I have to puff my hair up.
But that's not about your head.
That is my head.
What? No, like
that is literally my head.
So I often think sometimes, remember when Jessie J shaved her head for charity and it was incredible?
I couldn't.
See, I would.
Oh, go on then, I dare you.
Because I'd be.
Who's the charity?
Oh, dogs. Something to do with dogs.
Really?
Anything for dogs, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because I think I'd be a fucking decent looking bald.
But do you think then maybe we could get like the groomers in to do it at the same time that they clip the actual dogs? That could be a good role.
Do you mean that's the angle?
Mm.
I mean, I would probably just go for a solid barber if I'm going to, yeah. I don't think I need my dog groomer to do it. But yeah, I'm just telling you I would have a nice head.
I bet you would, you know.
I know.
You do. Sorry, you do. You know this better than I do. Okay, great.
How did we get from CMAT to my bald head?
bonnet. She's
Bonnet.
wearing a bonnet in this very much talked about thing. Like, that's a bit of me now, what she's wearing. A kind of
100%.
slightly weird pinstripe poncho with satin fingerless gloves and a ruffled knicker and white tights, which, by the way, nobody should be allowed to wear a white tight. But if anyone can do it, CMAT can do it.
I just think
Get it, girl.
you're
Fuck 'em.
so right, mate. Like, we are living in this age where everybody is shouting from the rooftops that we want to celebrate different bodies and we are body positive and individuality is great and we're so sick of uniformity. We want authenticity and people to be themselves, until somebody comes along and is unapologetically so and presents themselves to us like that, and it scares everyone.
That,
Scares.
but muted.
Yeah.
That, but less.
Oh, no. Like, just, yeah.
Well behaved.
Because you are holding up a mirror to all these people
that's
who
exactly
are painfully unhappy.
Yeah, and diluted, have
Yeah.
decided to dilute themselves or accepted.
To make themselves
That.
more palatable. Like, we should be celebrating people like CMAT. We should have been celebrating Kylie fucking 40 years ago. Shouldn't have taken all this forward to do our documentary and celebrate and say what a fucking weapon she is.
Totally. And you know what? Maybe CMAT is sitting at home watching Kylie going, do you know what? That pop princess, snappy snaps, I'm going to double down and I'm going to wear them ruffled knickers till the fucking cows come home, and we're here for every bit of it.
As she should.
Yeah. Love you.
If you've spotted a story that you think we need to hear about, headlines, hot takes, or heated debates, get in touch.
Please do. Yes, we want this podcast to be as much about you two as it is about us, or the other way around. Email hello@getagriplove.com. The Instagram is @getagriplove, and the WhatsApp is 07457 411 037. Voice memos will be prioritised. Sorry.
No, Alex, I thought you were going to really go off there.
No.
We'll be back every Thursday, so please hit that follow button so you don't ever miss an ep.
Yes, and remember, there are no rules in this space, except for if you're going to give us a review, make sure that it is 5 stars or fuck off. We love you.
Bye.